I'm a legend in this game. I'm the best heavyweight's ever been.
You have to remember who the real king is. The best heavyweight in the world. I'm the best heavyweight in the world.
Ngannou goes the ream. Francis Ngannou has arrived.
Francis Ngannou, I know you're out of contract with the UFC. You want to earn some big boy money? Come see the Gypsy King.
Fury throwing it up again.
And that's it. It's over.
The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
When he has a lot of things, he better just get ready. If he's not taking this seriously, I think he might get surprised and get some regrets for his life.
I'm the boxing heavyweight champion, UFC heavyweight champion.
And we're gonna find out who is the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Tyson Fury has decided to take out insurance in the event of a possible loss to Francis Ngannou. Even the fighters agreed that Francis Ngannou would give Tyson Fury a rematch if the Cameroonian managed to achieve the incredible and beat the Brit in a boxing ring. So Fury decided to provide himself with some insurance in case of defeat. Now this, of course, is pretty interesting since everyone is sure that Ngannou almost has no chance of winning. Everyone believes that there is no intrigue in this fight since Francis Ngannou's chances of winning are really almost zilch. But Tyson Fury, being a tactful and strategic fighter, understands that a meeting with Francis Ngannou could be unpredictable, even if Francis's chances of winning seem slim. So we're going to kick things off in order. Why did Fury insure himself in the event of a loss? And why do so many fans call Fury a clown for doing this? Let's get started. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The boxing match between Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury is something that is pretty unique. This is a clash of two very different styles, two giants who have incredible strength. Now, this draws not only the attention of boxing and MMA fans, but also the general public, who are eager to see what happens when these two worlds collide.
Fury will fight former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou at the end of October in Saudi Arabia. Fury will put his undefeated record on the line in one of the richest fights in history.
Even the date of the fight and the fees of the fighters are already known, and they are some pretty crazy numbers. For example, Francis Ngannou will receive $30 million for this fight, which, as you could easily understand, is much more than he earned in his entire career in the UFC. Francis Ngannou's story deserves a Hollywood-style adaptation. He was born and raised in a very poor family in Cameroon, where he worked from childhood in a sand pit. At the age of 26, he risked his future and he legally moved to Paris, where he lived for some time even without a roof over his head, suffering from starvation.
About 10 years old when I started that, because I was in the village and where I grew up, and we had to do something, we had to work to contribute at home, to buy oil, to buy food.
Fate brought him together with a trainer named Fernand Lopez, who saw Francis's potential as a fighter and helped him enter the world of combat sports. The history of Ngannou as a fighter is pretty interesting. He has no background because he dreamed of boxing all his life, but he actually began to compete in MMA. And in MMA, Ngannou made his debut in 2013, having fought 6 fights in different European leagues, after which he signed a contract with the UFC. Now, due to the fact that he quickly knocked out his opponents and has endurance, he was able to get to a title fight, where he also knocked out Stipe Miocic and won the title. He then successfully defended his title with a decision victory over Cyril Gane. Of course, he did have 2 defeats in the UFC. He lost to Stipe Miocic and Derek Lewis in 2018. The last fight with Cyril Gane was Ngannou's last fight in the UFC, as they were unable to agree upon a new UFC contract. Francis wanted special treatment and a significant increase in money, but Dana White did not want to give it to him.
We offered Francis a deal that would have made him the highest paid heavyweight in the history of the company. More than Lesnar, more than anybody. And he turned the deal down.
So as a result, Ngannou left the promotion and then signed with the PFL. Now, although Francis was the most successful knockout artist in MMA, his opponents often tried to avoid having the standing fight with him. At the same time, even against weaker opponents, he did not always successfully defend himself. According to UFC stats, his defense percentage is only 41%. As for the force of Ngannou's punch, well, in the UFC Institute, Francis' striking force was measured, and it was found to be 1.3 tons, which makes it one of the scariest knockout power punches ever. His quick hands oftentimes reach the target, striking from the most unexpected of angles. But Ngannou has no real background in boxing, so because of this, many believe that all he can offer Fury is a lot of powerful punches at the beginning of a fight, provided that Fury even allows him to do so. Ngannou does have really an underdeveloped boxing footwork, which can become critical from the very beginning of the fight if Tyson Fury wants to use that to his advantage. And for this, well, he gets a lot of negativity. Former UFC fighter, now analyst Chael Sonnen, spoke about Fury's.
He has weapons and tools that other men can't deal with if they're not armed. And he's going to choose to use those to beat up a guy who's at least 37 with no experience and is on one leg. That's a bully and it's a scumbag. I would never do that to somebody.
Wow. And manager Usyk called Fury a clown after the announcement of this fight. But why did he call him a clown? Well, Fury does not claim that he will fight the best heavyweight on the planet. Of course, Ngannou is a former UFC champion and a popular personality. But Fury does not say that this is a dream fight, or that this is the strongest opponent in his career.
Ngannou, you're getting it, you big dosser! You big stiff dosser, you get knocked out! You get knocked out, Sling!
Francis Ngannou versus the Gypsy King for the undisputed baddest man on the planet. Oh my God, it'd be so much money.
This is purely a commercial fight, a demonstration, creating a massive buzz. Fury doesn't look like a clown in any way. Actually, on the contrary, he looks more like Santa Claus, who will be helping his poor fellow fulfill a dream and earn tens of millions of dollars. They will enter the ring, earn a lot of money, and then they all go home happy. I don't understand what everyone is clowning about. We need to look at it from a different point of view. Look at it from a television show, right? This is a show that the audiences will look for entertainment. People are going to be looking forward to this fight similar to an Ali Foreman match. But many will be hoping that Ngannou will be able to land a really nice shot to Fury and knock him out.
But a puncher's chance is pretty much all he's got. And over 12 rounds, can he go 12 rounds?
Now sure, both are really big guys, both have terrific knockout punch power, but that's all Fury's territory. Ngannou, he's making his debut in boxing, and he's making it right away against the best heavyweight of our time. And for this, he's got to gain a lot of respect. So we are waiting for this fight, and we hope that the fighters do show us a pretty good fight. I mean, you don't want to disappoint millions of fans.